Okay, hello everyone and welcome to another randomized gaming live stream. I'm your host for this stream, Random Gamer Riven, and in tonight's stream we are going to be looking at the Sega Mega Drive, or Sega Genesis if you live in America, version of Theme Park, which of course was developed by Bullfrog's Productions. The Mega Drive version was quite a bit later than the original Amiga release. It was about 1995, I believe. Although it's, copyright 94, 95. I think that's the original date, possibly. Although I have a suspicion it was originally, was it 93 or was it 94? Bullfrog Productions. It was published, so it's developed by Bullfrog and published by EA, and this is the Sega Mega Drive version. And the Mega Drive version is a slightly cut down one in some respects, in that the game had some of the financial elements removed, so it was slightly, I think because they thought 16-bit console owners were going to be slightly younger than Amiga owners, although ironically I was about 12 or 13 when this came out. So 11, around about that ballpark age, and I played the Amiga's version first with all the sort of high-end stuff. And I just noticed that is Pac-Man on the arcade stand there. Actually had the icon of Pac-Man. Shortly Namco might not be too happy about that. I suppose you can argue creative license, but that looks suspiciously like Pac-Man. Just let the attractor go through. So the attractor, I didn't realise the Mega Drive has a few still CG'd pre-rendered images from the cutscene used in the Amiga CD32 version, the console versions, and I think maybe the A1200 version had it. Or the Amiga AGA release. So I've got the manual out. Just remind me, there are a few changes. I'll have the game background music on, but I might swap it to some additional tracks as well, because I think this might drive people a bit mad with some of the music. So Theme Park designed by Bullfrog Productions, as you can see there. Mega Drive programming, Andrew. And all the credit for original version. Peter Molyneux, Demius, Mark Welber. I mean, this was one of those fantastic games, and I think it should be re-released more often. EA really do have some great games in their archive, and they need to re-release them more. So although this has some cutbacks in some areas, this does have additional rides in comparison to the original console version, original Amiga versions, and even the later 32-bit systems, because the later 32-bit systems actually were based on the PC version, I believe. So they were missing the additional content done for these. The 16-bit versions was never redone for the 32-bit versions. I mean, this has been released on various systems. It got released on Nintendo. I think the most recent release was the Nintendo DS one, which is actually very good. That, oddly enough, was actually done by, I believe, EA's Japanese arm before they closed it. When EA's Japanese arm did some really nice stuff, but after they closed it, that was that, sadly. Let's see that attract again, just see if we got, before I jump into game. But hello to everyone, feel free to say hi in the comments. I'm going to get the attract again. I want to see if that was... Well, I suppose I could start building my park. So, there we go. Yes, that is. You've got basically the arcade, obviously is the icon of Pac-Man. Namco might not have been best pleased if they'd realised that. I suppose you could argue creative license. And technically because it's such a minor thing. So without further ado, let's actually jump. This park's got a massive rubber. Yes, you see there are a few exclusive. That B ride. No, was that one? There are a couple of exclusive rides for the 16-bit versions that weren't in any of the other ones. So I'm going to set up a new park. So the first thing to note, music, language, select, see credits, password. So this one does not have a save function like all the Amiga and the console versions. What this has is a password, and you only get the password if you complete and sell your park. So effectively, you basically have to build your park in one sitting in this, in the 16-bit versions. This applies to the SNES and the Mega Drive version. So I'm going to keep it nice and easy for tonight's stream. Start level easy. I mean, you think you've got medium hard. Park visitors happy, normal, fussy. We've really got it easy and not too fussed what the difficulty is. That way we can get through and see all the rides without it all going Pete Tong or horribly wrong, as that is the English rhyming slang for, I believe. So one of the things that's annoying with theme park is that although you have all these country choices, you can only ever start with the United Kingdom. And most people only ever built parks in the United Kingdom. You rarely actually started building parks in the other parts of the world. But yeah, we can go to, let's see, Greenland. So difficulty very hard. Cost, so you need 3 million credits having sold your park. Local population 200,000. Median population 500. Snowy river. The one thing about this version over the earlier versions, apparently this one does actually have the weather terrain. So you do get like desert sands and you get icy places if you go to the colder one. So yeah, fiendish. you could. I can't even pronounce that. So actually we've got Japan. Yeah, easy. Yeah, cost. Expensive to buy in Japan, but so medium. Oh, that's right. You've got Antarctica. Fiendish. 2 million. Snowy. You get half the million. What's the UK's population? 300. So economy's rich. Medium. What's Antarctica's economy? Medium. Okay, so basically you only ever start in order basically you have to buy up the country. Now this is one thing I did feel was always slightly wrong with theme park. The different regions should have had not only more challenges, but there should have been rewards for doing them, and there probably should have been unique rides to every area. So there are a couple of versions. So let's get building some paths. Let's build up a couple. I generally don't. So you can build relatively. Oh, sorry, I need to, in order to place a signpost, so let's get some rides out. So now I actually suggest you put the ghost house first, because that's actually a better ride than and we want to place the exit. So you place the entrance, the exit, you then bring up this, we want the queuing rail. Let's get some food out as well. Let's get a coffee place. Actually, no, before we do the coffee place, I'm actually going to do the game hut, because this thing is a key to making a lot of money. So what I tend to do is bring that up, goes off to Blue Land. Sale price, stock price, let's put the stock price up a bit. Basically you want to slightly grind out your customers, but not be so grindy. Now here's the win one, this one. Let's build a ride here as well. Build a merry-go-round. Let's get that there, let's get that there, the path there. So we've got 4 rides, okay, and oh, they want to try and get in, we want to open it as quickly as possible, so right, so I'll put some ticket price. Just go whack. Let's put some money on research. I'm actually tempted to lower my loan right at the start, so that way we just reduce the income you're having to pay from the get-go. And there we go, we've opened the park, so give us Oh no, actually, yeah, I'll put that one. I'll put this one there. This one is actually the. I think you're being too generous with respect to your ticket prices. Hey, so we're already telling us he thinks we're too cheap. And last but not least, this is the Bouncy Castle. Actually, before I do the Bouncy Castle, let's put a coffee shop in. So one of the big changes with this version is the fact there is multiple food places in. Yeah, let's just move that along a bit. And we do want, so we don't have much in the way of amenities. The one thing I learned a long time ago is to not put some toilets there, and they're not the nicest toilets, but they'll do. You don't want people coming to you going, "Where's the toilets? Where's the toilets?" which they often do. So the background music changes pending on which ride you've got, but if the music gets a bit repetitive, let me know and I might. Bouncy Castle is actually one that, yeah, let's put that there. The ghost. It's like this one used to have an odd name, so it's the casts. Yeah, the ghost house. Although it looks more like the ghost train, and the other one's called the haunted house. To place a path. I might just turn the music down a touch in case that's probably getting a bit on your nerves, but and I've made a slight blunder actually. People will pay quite a bit more. Okay. You said it, advisor, not me. So basically, balance in, when you start with your balance, is going to always look like that. So money in, money out. Yeah, we're always going to be, our balance is going to be terrible. Let's just turn everything on, staff costs. Yeah, so I do actually need to hire some staff. They are your bread and butter. Let's get an entertainer. Entertainers I generally don't want too many of, but they keep people happy when standing in line, especially if you. And lastly, you always want security, at least one security guard, because if you don't, you stand a chance of getting hoodlums. So while we're here, let's decorate the park a bit with some nice. Your ticket prices. So what do we want? Sale price. You make no money on the coffee shop initially. Let's get some caffeine amount. Now these games, as I showed previously, so chance of, you want chance of winning, or we want to whack the price up. Put like 500. No, actually I'll do 400. But what will happen is I will then whack the prize up, so, and that should get us a load of playing customers because they all like the prize. Lag beyond playability. Hi Nico, thanks for joining the stream. Yes, this is this game is infamous for every version always crashing when you get it doesn't actually ever lag, it crashes. Theme Park basically used to overload the memory in almost every known version released, where if you build up a park too big, the price, basically it will get too big, it will fill up the memory, and then the game will just come tumbling down. So I haven't technically built the theme park that well, because you want your roller coaster tubing and stuff to actually be... Oh, it's getting near Christmas. I do recommend leaving a gap because the punters tend to be quite terrible, the little chaps in this. And they will often have a nasty habit, so let's put some signposts. No, not just yet. So, here we go. Richest. Riven. Satisfying. Riven. Exciting. Riven. I should put randomised gaming. Biggest. Minty's Riven. And Pleasant Trim. So, yes, we're doing quite well with the charts of 1996. That was some years back. So, here we go with the names. Prof. Keating. Riven. That's me. Bingo Highway. Seastone. Greg Bear. Malt Wisney, that might be a play on someone else's name. V Gladstone, Lord Belfry, K Minky, Prof Moneybags. In the Amiga's version, I think in the there were a few political references as well. But Malt Winsney sounds, well, you can probably guess who that sounds very similar to Walt Disney. Obviously a play on the name Greg Bear. Lord Belfry, V Gladstone. So we're second overall. Click to sell park for 82,000. That's not going to make me able to buy a lot if I sell that now. Down by about 5, does he? Okay. No one's buying balloons. Now, I quite like amenities, but there's just one problem when you build them, and that is that people, later on, the AI will often start getting stuck on things. And often you'll find, in order to get a little chap out of the park, you will have to rip apart half your parking theme park to get them out. That was a common issue. They would sometimes get a bit lost. Or just add some nice grass there. A couple of trees. I always want to put fences up, but whenever you put fences up, you'd always get some little chap who's trying to just not ignore the fence. So then... But let's put one up for the sake of being fancy. So have we got any new? Oh, we've got the maze. Yes, this is actually a really good version, but I think they specifically rebuilt it for the 16-bit because they redid the graphics and everything. It actually includes a number of features that weren't available in the original version. Okay, that actually fixes a bug. So in every other version in the Amigas, the maze has a pre-built entrance and exit when you build it for some reason, but that one it doesn't because they've obviously redesigned it. So what are the stats on the hook shot? Okay, so I need to take that down a tad. People aren't playing. Let's up the win percent to 2. Yeah, no, this version actually, I think they really did a good job of adapting it to the 16-bit consoles because they redid all the visuals and everything. This isn't like a port, but I know what you mean. There's quite a few games like SimCity 2000 on the Sega Saturn. I've not really spent much time with it, but from what I understand, it is a horribly broken version of the game. Although the Saturn's version of Theme Park is actually very enjoyable. Now, have I made this? Capacity 16. Okay, yes, it's got a lot of capacity. I was going to say I thought it had a lot of capacity. So I don't know if you saw the poll we did, Nico, but I'm interested to know if were you one of the people who voted for Mega Drive out of interest, or well, we did a poll on the community page and had loads of people. Oh, I just realised the Bouncy Castle is not in operation at the minute. Okie dokie, and we fixed. No, don't do that. Okay, we'll have to do that then. No one can get into the Bouncy Castle. We literally did a ride. Oh, we've got some fries. Let's build some fries. Your fries up by about 12. So we've just placed the fries and he's already telling us to put the price up. So I think we can raise the ticket price just a little at the minute. You voted N64. Okay, that's good to know. I'm glad some people voted for the N64. What I'm going to do is I will cycle so the Mega Drive won't be in next week's poll. Or the poll I'll put at the end of this week, so that way we get a balance. I'd quite like to cover the N64 at some point. I haven't done in a while. Should get out the Dreamcast as well. It's been a while since we've actually had that, so we still I can put this up by about 12. So. Enter prices a little, okay. Yeah, I thought the Saturn might win the first poll, but I was disappointed to see the 32X is so few votes, despite that some really good games. Oh, I'm going to need another handyman, aren't I? So you don't actually have the AI for the handyman in this version. There are a few features. So the AI for the staff is removed. Oh. Do I have an available handyman? Where is the hand... No, I need the mechanic. Where's the mechanic? Is the mechanic... Have I done something silly and not hired a mechanic? No, I definitely have a mechanic. He was... There he is. Do I need a second mechanic? I was a big fan of Jet Set Radio. Well, I'll hire one because we're probably going to need one soon enough. Yeah, I always really enjoyed Jet Set Radio. I must admit, I'm not over... The HD version always had a rather weird stutter bug on 360 and PlayStation 3, so hopefully that's fixed now. I think you've got... I don't know if it works on Xbox One. I still kind of prefer the Dreamcast original. I always really enjoyed it as a game, but it's definitely a bit quirky these days. Of your Porky Cola's up by about 11, so already telling us we should raise the price of the cola. Before we... But there was a weird frame rate stutter issue introduced on the HD version that they never addressed. And the general suggestion was the developers made a bit of a mistake with it. Oh, come on, lads. You're going the wrong way. I've got that. Can I actually grab... I think its physics are probably a little bit dated these days. So how many people have played? How many players have we had on the minigame now? Hook a duck. Ooh. They're a bit more tough to win over. Darcy seems to want to go on the Bouncy Castle as if... So yeah, we've got a few more slightly. So we've got Bingo Highway, R. Nixon, J. Kennedy, Sam Bulletin. Yes, I've still got the sort of names of real people. Also, I always felt the Dreamcast version was very smooth, so I actually felt the HD version was less smooth when I played it for Jet Set Radio. But it's one of those games I think it did have its issues. I think it's still a very good game, but it's definitely a game I think a lot of people didn't like, and I could see why. Okay, what are handyman doing? Supposedly the AI for the handyman means that they should actively avoid things at the minute. Oh, we've got a larger tree. Let's put one or two in. Okay, I can't say I noticed the lag. So, which version were you playing? I assume you're playing the North American or European versions. The European versions actually are probably the most updated version outside of the Jet Set Dealer Grind radio. Okay, so what have I got to build? We've got the cola. Hoping for a new ride. Give me a new ride. Have we researched a new ride yet? Oh, we haven't. Profound sadness. If the music starts getting on people's nerves, let me know and I'll put something else on. I've got a few backing tracks because when I was playing this earlier, I realised the music might be ready to drive people insane. At least got a nice sort of park flower area. So yeah, you do get some nice flowers. Infamously, the original A500 Amiga version had a glitch where the grass wouldn't show. Do I actually get some signposts or? So we go with the foot. Yeah, technically you actually want either the PAL version, because the PAL version is actually a slightly later revision, or you want the Jet Set Dealer Grind radio if you can do, because that was the Japanese final release version, which included all the soundtracks from all the versions. Basically, there's two versions of Jet Set Radio released in Japan. There's the original edition, which is actually missing stages that were added in for the US and European one, and there's the Dealer Grind version, which includes the additional Western version content and all the music from all the different regions, I believe, as well. We've got 68k, so staff costs. Ooh. Obviously a shrewd businessman, your ticket prices are just about right. A little bus coming along. The bus is actually... I think it might do, because the PAL, they basically kept updating the game. Actually, yeah, because basically they kept updating Jet Set Radio, so each version, if you're going to play a version, play the Dealer Grind Japanese version, because that's the final release of the game in the actual development timeline, so that will have probably additional fixes in it. Actually targeting a handyman. It's probably the... Oh, I know, you've probably got to put the question mark on them, haven't you? Yeah, so there we go, mechanic. You can just give us information. Okay, so that's how... And we can give him the boot if we want to be merciless. Yeah, often that occasionally did happen with some delayed releases where they actually improve it. If you look at the... they will actually improve it, where the delayed versions will... the later versions will have bug fixes. Okay, I probably actually get a signpost for the exit, as mad as that might sound, because occasionally people do get a bit unhappy if they can't find the exit and start doing like that chap who just starts walking through things. So that should be to the... So it seems to be moderately happy people at the minute. But see, this is quite a nice version. You've got all the visual styles. Oh. Just getting to repair that ride. And away he goes. Basically, if they start smoking for too long, suffice to say, things will go very horribly wrong with the ride if you leave them. They will literally self-destruct. So I think some of them got slightly more reliability. The Bouncy Castle is one known to break down pretty easily in the original version. It's one of the worst rides. Ideally, what you should technically do is build your park up at the start and actually have all these early rides at the back of the park, because they're the worst rides. Really what you want are things like the roller coaster, the tubing, the bumper cars, which you can make absolutely massive, and they'll be the more popular rides. And I'm about to hit another end of year. Do I have any research? It's a bit slow, but oh, we've got fencing, we've got a slightly bigger part, birch trees, white fence, orange trees, so I've got a few more trees. We're about to hit another end of year, and we are researching away, so I'm the 9th richest, I'm the 20th satisfying, I am the 2nd most exciting, I am the 2nd visit, I have the most amenities, and I am the most pleasantest. Oh well, that's quite surprising, despite the fact I've got quite a lot of litter everywhere. Click to sell the park for 100,000, okay. Wind punt, okay, so they're definitely the strategy I usually use for these ones obviously doesn't quite work. Okay, let's take the prize down to oh, staff negotiation. So the tactic here is to try and draw 18% pay rise. It is possible to get salary decreases if you're very good with the way you pull in and pull out. If you don't, of course, agree to a staff wage increase, they all go out on strike and stand out in placards on the front, and then it ruins your park's reputation. Because that way you're... So now saying hooker duck is too expensive. Yeah, it's much harder to get. You can't use the tactics you would do originally to get. Thing is, I've got to get a price for this where I can still make money. Traditionally, if you had a high enough price, it would act as an incentive, but not in this version. They've tweaked the AI a little. Also, I've not actually played this Mega Drive version at all before. I've more spent time with the Amiga's version, and I still play the Sega Saturn's version a lot. And I've had a few goes on the PS1 version. Well, the PS1 version and the Sega Saturn's version are pretty much identical. We need more rides. Ah, at last. The Flyer's an inexpensive ride for the nuclear family. Not too wild, but just... Why, just last week my granny went for a spin. Going to pay more to enter your park. Yes. Really, park entrance fees is where you make most of your money in this game. Ooh. Interest is also a real killer. Those magnificent men of their flying machines. Or at least a rendition of it. I do like the treehouse theme. They've actually done a pretty good rendition of taking the original Amiga. Well, I think it's the Amiga 500 didn't get much music. It was the AGA and the PC version, I think, added it. I do like all the animated graphics, all the tree houses. What are you doing, the handymen? The handymen are a bit nonchalant in this version, I have to admit. Get over there, man. Fix this ride. And the other handyman was just sitting there. Yeah, the handymen are a bit laid back in this one. Okay, we're finally getting punters in on that game show. I'm thinking I'm going to have to move it. Because I need a pathway up to the rest of the park at the minute. As you mentioned, the bigger your park gets, the more unstable the game generally tends to get. I have to admit, I'm actually very impressed with this Mega Drive version. Considering all the animation, everything going in, they've actually managed to really cram it into. I think I should put a bit more into... I might reduce research for a bit. The one thing you could speed up time in the original. I don't think you can do that in this one. See how well is the man in jeans. One, so we've discussed so far 91. Looking a bit of a steady income earner for me. They're always those the souvenir and novelty shops are always a very good way to make a lot of money in this. I think I might have to say goodbye to the duck hunt in a minute because I need the ability for people to progress upwards. I think there's not enough movement across the course of the park, and I'm going to probably have to... I must say, one thing I will say, the Mega Drive RGB is so crisp and sharp. It does look lovely. I was looking on the screen. It's just really, really silky. It's very smooth as well, this game. But yeah, the RGB output of the Mega Drive. This is actually a Japanese model unit, I should say. Oh, where's the other handyman? Where is the other handyman, chap? He better be on his way to fixing that ride. Actually, finding a handyman in this is a little bit of a pain. Oh. He's had a little accident on that one. I should probably shut that down at the minute. Okay, so where is my other handyman? We have one handyman who appears to be... No, I need the staff member. No, I need the handyman. Yes, got him. I can actually upgrade the salary of these guys individually, but I just generally wait for the staff increases. Okay, so where are my two handymen? The handymen... So the actual repair guys, the mechanics, are not particularly very good in this. They do not... Where are they hiding? Is that them? Is that them hiding behind the tree? Are they both? $148,000. Those guys are really quite terrible at trying to... Okay, we've got some happy punters. Okay, my handymen are very good at trying to hide. Seems, what's the finances? 37k. Okay, I might stop research for a bit. Actually, I'll leave for a couple of months. It's 1999. God, that takes me back. Oh, right, good negotiations. Coming back a bit. Come on, guys, you can give us a price. Your goods will now cost nearly a price to decal. What the idea we found was if you take the hand close to them and then just start pulling away rapidly, they'll generally chase you. I really don't like to play hooker duck. Come on, I'll give you a better chance of winning now. All these sort of classic tunes, the Magnificent Men and His Flying Machine, and a few others. Hopefully something won't pick them up as some sort of weird copyright infringement, but I have had some strange things in the past where that's occurred. The Content ID, like telling some song from 2018 they are not the copyright owners of a like 1994 video game soundtrack. How are we faring on the rides, the shops and the attractions? Oh, yes, we actually... Oh, I've been... Why haven't I been... The saloon up by about 42, so... Saloon sale price up by about 42, so 6, 26, so 40. Let's do 165 then. Willing to pay more to enter your park. Woohoo! Yeah, I need an upflow. Gonna need another upflow here as well. Although I'm making the dangerous mistake of making my maze park a bit too catacomby. Okay, let's save that area for one of the better rides. Could raise the price of your gun shoot up by about 14. Pay quite a lot more. Ooh, okay, I really am going to have to stop the research. So... Confident you can do better, so why don't you take out a loan? To your park, I recommend you raise your ticket prices a little. Okay, where are the handymen again? Are they loitering? Where are the not the handymen, the mechanics. The mechanics are quite bad in this version for not going to the rides. You used to get a little phone call animation in these areas. Hey, buddy. Your job is over here. Fix it. Come on. Get moving. Okay, so we're actually starting to recover some of the lost funds. Sale price. Let's raise that. They used to have a little teddy bear graphic. You used to get them like a teddy bear. The price of your novelty shop down by about 5. Okay. You're telling me that you don't like that price increase. To enter your park, I recommend you raise your ticket price a little. Okay. You're obviously a shrewd businessman. Your ticket prices are just about right. Yes, you get used to seeing that dialogue. Yes, the handyman. Well, the handymen and the mechanics are quite lazy. I keep calling them handymen, but they're actually the mechanics. And the handymen are also seen to be struggling to go to certain areas of the park. So the handymen are the cleaner guys here. I keep calling them mechanics. I keep calling the mechanics the handymen, but yeah, the mechanics are pretty lazy. Every time there's a broken down ride, they should be going to it. So my park is actually making some money because I can tell that by the fact it is going up a little bit. Probably should add in a few more toilets just to be on the safe side. Oh, I've got the better loo. Okay, yeah, let's get that one in. Oh, the bus has got slightly bigger to the park. That's another good sign. So, the bigger you make your park, the bigger the bus gets and the more people it brings. So I'm just trying to get... That is not letting me place... Okay, there we go. Now it's letting me place it. Tropical trees. Oh, we got... That's actually... Okay, so it's telling me there's a fire hazard there. That's actually a new one, the fire hazard. That isn't in the... Oh, I do have the rapids. Okay, right. Okay, I'm going to need a loan for them. Basically, I want to build a massive rapids that brings everyone in, so... Let's be brave and take out an additional loan. Although I'd previously... Because this ride can really make or break your completed track. Okay, so... It's going to cost me a small fortune, but it will be... Okay, so Professor Highway, Greg Bear, Moneybags. How are we faring? So richest 11th, satisfying 20th, exciting, biggest 3rd, amenities, and we're still the most pleasant. Good, good, good. So I can now set for 200,000 to unlock it. Yes, it is pretty much. Now, one of the advantages with this ride is if you do this, you make it a lot more exciting. So you have to add in tunnels and people can walk over the section. Oh, staff negotiations. Come on, lads, come on. You come for me, come. It's not an ideal wage increase, but it's been a while. Okay, I need to get this. Okay, so the little punters in this one actually move around. And the other thing I want to do is I want to get... So if I built a rubber tube well enough, assuming this is like the original version, this... Let's get the sign tubing there. We want people to go to the rubber tubing because that's... That will be our one of our... Ooh, no, don't do that. That'll be one of our main attractions. So... Add a little bit of scenery, let's get lamp. Yeah, we can get some lampposts in there. Can we get some trees as well? Add some palm trees. Get the tubing a sort of holiday feel, yeah. Let's put some palm trees. So that is going to be my main source because this will basically, yeah, this ride you see there, they get all the way around. This will make them almost all happy. If you build them rides as big as you can, like they go all the way around the park and stuff, everyone will go to them. They will make absolutely everyone happy on them. They'll give everyone a nice smile when they see them. So, yeah, this is quite a nice one. That's quite a nice one. Again, it's actually quite impressive. I'm actually very impressed with this version. This is clearly opt. I mean, considering the fact the Mega Drive's not exactly got the most RAM and memory, it's actually got. I'm building quite a nice little park with lots of accessories in it. So you see, this is already becoming my star attraction. So yep, he's happy. Okay, the security guard's also quite lazy and actually just sits there and just mans the fort. Do we want some additional background music out of interest? Because I imagine this is probably getting a little bit on people's nerves now. Some of them. Yeah, so if I... Yeah, so literally this is making everyone very, very happy. So if I probably put someone who's about to go on the ride, see what this lady here says. If I bring up her older woman, she's happy. What will she be after the ride? Yeah, you get them starting to smoke. So yeah, ooh yeah. You get a few smoking attractions. I probably should get a few. Yeah, I've got two. No, I do want to shut them down. The handymen do need to come and just... The danger is you can inadvertently switch off an attraction and not switch it back on. So the Bouncy Castle is on. Just get him over there. So hopefully the mechanic is going. He's fixing the Bouncy Castle. Great. Okay, that one's going to have to go off. I've got too many damaged rides at the minute. Okay, you don't mind the music? Cool, I'll leave the game music on for a bit. But if anyone gets a bit tired of... So I think she was our older woman. And she's very happy. So she's gone from happy to very happy. What's this? Lady in red. She's okay. Should we see again? Well, this is what I like about these, basically these sweet attractions that basically everyone goes on. And then you basically make them big enough so everyone gets on them. And then you also win like the awards for the biggest rubber tubing and stuff. That was one of the downsides. Your competitors didn't seem to build bigger rides than you. So if you won an award for the biggest, you didn't then have it taken away and saying, oh, this person's built a new, bigger version of the ride. So yeah, everyone's literally coming off this one. And what was her race? She was okay. She's gone from okay timing partner to very happy. So it even tells how much cash they have remaining. How much can we switch? You're sitting next to a burning ride, mate, and you're doing nothing. Where's the other handyman? Where are the handymen and women? It's quite a quiet stream tonight. It's like everyone voting for the Mega Drive. We've not got too many people at the minute. I think I'll probably try and do Soleil tomorrow then for tomorrow's stream. So if anyone unless you have any suggestions, Nika, you'll get prime pick for tomorrow's stream, as I'll basically do a suggestion box if there's any games people want to see. I'm also trying to find the mechanics. It's a bit of a nuisance in this version. You don't appear to be able to just select them. You have to... And the mechanics have a really bad habit of hiding behind trees and stuff. It's like, what are you doing? Literally, yeah, like real builders. Trying to max out their revenue for the job. Wait, I don't have the award for the biggest rubber tubing. Are there not awards in this one? Yeah, I can do Soleil. I'll just have to unhook the 32X and do a region, but and run a region bypass on it. Yeah, I'll think of doing Ragnar Sentry, or Soleil as the PAL version's called. The PAL version actually is a better translation than the US one. Well, it has a weird, it's got a different name in every region, which is never good for a game. What are these mechanics doing? I have a closed ride, I have 2 mechanics, and there's the other chap. No, don't fix that one. Fix the one that's broken, that's a bit of a bug. Goods negotiations, come on, get the price down. Get the price down. Oh. Mysteria Blazing Heroes. Yeah, I'd like to do some Saturn stuff, but I'm only going to be doing Mega Drive stuff this week, so... So I'll be Mega Drive requests only, I'm afraid, seeing as the randomised gaming people have our fans have voted to do Mega Drive titles, so... Probably up the park attraction fair a little now we've got... Okay, so here's the mechanic. Oh, you just bring up one game for free, Rigolot Saga Mysteria. Yes, good point. Technically, though, the third game was only edited at the last minute, but there are a few games. There are a few weird games like that. So let's. I'm just trying to think what other games have had 3 names. So there's a few odd titles where you think why. But yeah, whenever you have a game in every region, it's just terrible. I never know why they do that. But yeah, Rigolot Saga, Mysteria, Realm of Law, and Blazing Heroes, or technically the second US name of Blazing Heroes was due to a legal dispute with Dungeons and Dragons. TSR did actually sue, or they had basically they didn't sue Sega. They had a bit of a Barney over it, so they didn't actually. I think they came to an agreement where basically, and the game was still obviously popular enough where they basically said they said the name Mysteria, the Realm of Law was too close to the Dungeons and Dragons named area Mysteria. There's like an R not in it, but yeah, it's very similar. R and I. So how big can I build this park before the game becomes highly unstable? Theme park is well known for becoming very unstable after a while. Ah, so they automatically open a ride after they fixed it in this one. That's quite handy. Balloon Land's price is going to have to go up. How much is the saloon now? Yeah, another game with 3 names is Exhumed, Power Slave, and Egypt 1999, as it was known in Japan. Definitely a quiet night on the stream tonight. I guess Monday. Still, I expect quite a lot of people might like a nice look at this. It is a very good conversion. I think aside from the slightly irritating music after a while. So I'm actually beginning to earn money as well, which is quite nice. So, seeing as I'm earning money, do I dare? So, yeah. I could just literally eliminate one of the loans. I might actually raise a bit of cash up. Just carry on earning revenue for the short term. And as people, I keep seeing people asking for food, so... Shin Megami 3 Tenzu Director's Cut. Why does the Director's Cut have loads of weird different names, or... Oh yeah, Maxi Nocturnal, Lucifer's Call. Oh yes. Yeah, there's quite a few games that they do that, and it's really bad if you're renaming your game in every region because it just destroys... It's really weird when they actually have the same game, just has so many names in every region, because it kind of destroys any consistency, and it also destroys any ability to sort of link up the brand. I'm kind of disappointed my Water Fudger hasn't won the biggest... Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to switch this off a minute. And I'm going to actually extend my tubing. No, that's really irritating actually. It's a weird one because it does make things a bit more difficult when you're... Okay, this should give me the world's biggest tubing now. If it doesn't, then maybe you don't get the award in this version. Add a few more decorations. No, obviously you don't get the separate awards like biggest rubber tubing and things in this version. That's a bit disappointing. That's very disappointing because you used to be able to get them and you used to get additional money. So obviously they've taken out a few elements. So I can now sell my park for 225,000. Too generous with respect to your ticket prices. I think you should raise your ticket prices as people will pay quite a lot more. Brilliant news there. He thinks quite a lot more. We should put it up to 300. We should put the price of your balloon land down by about 5. Okay. A little. Okay, so we're still saying we can up the price a little bit more, so let's do that with the punters. Usually when it sort of says a lot you can raise it by quite a bit. Oh, got more rides breaking down. Let's just switch this one off. Do I need another handy mechanic? These mechanics are actually quite terrible at going where they're supposed to. Start negotiations. Come on, come on lads, we can go a bit further back. Oh, nearly had 1.1. 0.6, that's a good enough rise. Just the evil corporate take on it all. Don't give them a pay rise. It's not how you do things in the real world, but in the video game world. So I've got the largest rubber tubing now, by far, but obviously you don't get the large rubber tubing award in this one. Whoa! What just happened there? Please don't have had something blow up. Oh. Okay, all rides present and correct at present. Okay, so I'm actually going to reduce my loan a little because reducing your loan means you pay less. It does mean you don't have enough, you don't get quite as much cash, but okay, the mechanics are slightly annoying in this one because they do not go to where you tell them. I haven't actually rebuilt. I took down the and I haven't rebuilt the duck chute, and did I build a burger bar? I don't think I did I? No, I haven't actually built. I've been a bit pressed for cash a little while, so I haven't actually built anything. And this is what happens when you then take down your loan and then your salaries come in. Okay, again, mechanics, where are you? I'm looking for guys in the original animation. Mechanics used to get out of their packed lunch and would eat sandwiches. In this version, they seem to hide in the most peculiar places, just so you don't get your rides up and running as quickly and as efficiently as possible. You have two mechanics, so we play Spot the Mechanic. Shout out if you see him. Probably hiding behind a tree somewhere. Oh, yep, there he is again. This guy is deliberately trying to hide from doing any work, that is clear. And so the park is actually making quite good money now because I'm able to... It's their own take on Where is Waldo. Yes, that's very, very well said there, Nike. Oh, my star ride is in trouble. That's the one I do need to get fixed. Okay, so as soon as this mechanic is here, I'm sending him over. So if you do leave rides badly damaged for too long, they do literally explode, which you don't want because then that gives you a bad reputation. You've all sorts of problems. So in this version, you don't have to worry about a few things like the stock market. There is the stock market element. And I'm going to close this. While I'm here, I'm going to just shut this one off, the tubing, because I don't want any accidents. Also, if you turn it off, you have to wait for everyone to come off the ride. But yeah, punters do get a bit unhappy when you don't have... Yeah, hence why I've shut it off so the mechanic can do his job. Okay, yeah, no, so I'm the first pleasant is still, of course, like I'm lacking in amenities now. I need to biggest, satisfying, I'm all the way down satisfying, but the value of the park's going up steadily, so I think you should raise the price of your burgers up by about 15. That's expensive, their advisor. And I'll pay a little bit more. Okay, let's just raise it just a touch. You know if your prices are wrong because when they go to the gate, they will literally walk into the gate and then walk straight out. I must admit, the rides seem to be quite lenient for how long they can be damaged for. Oh. In the original version, once they start smoking, you ain't got long before they go sky high, so to speak. Should we play Where's Waldo again? Where is our second mechanic? Okay, I'm going to have to start shutting these rides down. Where is my other mechanic hiding? I wouldn't mind, but they are literally... So say if you see him again, chaps. Oh, finally, there he is, going for that one, so... Oh, I really am going to have to hire another mechanic. Every ride is on fire at the minute, so... And I should shut down the ghost. Shut that down while they do their repair work. So I think we've got 3 rides being repaired at the minute. People are asking they're getting tired, but I don't have any benches. I think you had benches in one of them. Just about everything is smoking at the minute. It's certainly not my lucky day at the minute. Everything's decided to break down at once. It usually happens once or twice, as long as you've got enough handymen to cover it. Shouldn't take so long. So it's still going strong at the minute in the game. It's not... The frame rate has not started to dip yet, which does normally happen in theme park, because I mean, you usually... I think... Okay, I see. You don't have that big a build area in this one. That's one thing I will say. Some of the other theme parks have a much bigger build area, and once you start filling it all up, the frame rate starts to come crashing down. No rest for the wicked there, bud. That's the thing with these games. I'm literally going to grab a glass of water and it will play itself for a moment. So Bouncy Castle really isn't that popular these days, it seems. Yeah, you do miss the bonus awards, it seems. You used to get bonus awards, as I said, for having bigger parks and whatnot. So thanks for the likes, everyone. Glad to see you've got a few people enjoying the stream. I know Niko's the only one chatting, but thanks to everyone on stream very much. To pay more to enter your park. So I just literally, one of those games I literally went down to get myself a drink, and then I know that the park will build itself as it goes along. Which is, it's one of those really nice things. So, okay, I need to, it's not quite like SimCity where it will still develop, but at least I know I can earn revenue just quickly away. So, I'll pay a little bit more. So, I'm just going to pop that up. Right, so I've been researching in the background now, so hopefully we can build something new. We just got, oh, we're still no new rides. First, should be investing more into research. Okay, handyman, where are you? I think I'm getting a few people flung off the rides, but and again that corner, the AI is clearly struggling to go there. So get him. He's taking his. They do like to. They definitely. We should name the. I think we should say the mechanics should be renamed the Heidi Men in this. As they seem to like to hide whenever something needs repairing. So I've got the speed of the rider. I'm surprised people are getting flung off that. I still haven't rebuilt the one I cut down, have I? Let me put it up. So, which one did I chopped down. I got rid of this because it was blocking the way, the duck chute. It gives, let's put a oh, the Superloos. Yes, that's what we want. Staff negotiations. Just as I was about to put in a nice Superloo. Come on, chaps. Oh. Yes, they do. They do like to come in pretty tough with negotiations. So I'm actually. So I'll get rid of the Portaloos and just have Superloos and. Yeah, they do drive a hard bargain. It is, you're very good. You can occasionally get. I haven't got any rosebuds. Okay. That's a new one, actually. The fire hazard. That's not in there. Okay, it's telling me it doesn't like. I've got some rosebuds. Will let me build. Okay, so it doesn't. That's an interesting one. You have to build in specific areas. I wonder if there's a reason for that. Brighten up the park a bit. So I've got 32k and we've got the research underway, so we should be getting new rides. Oh, it's the teddy bear shop, one of my favourite stores. Now where can I put this? I'm just going to get maximum. The price of your Toyland up by about, and then they go happy though. So in the so one of the, because they've got limited resources in this version, Yeah, it shouldn't do it. I think this. It looks like there's a new safety limit in this version. Possibly it's to prevent overloading. It might also. They seem to have changed the punter slightly. They used to get. So the little chaps used to sometimes get stuck in your park and they wouldn't walk through the terrain. Then you have to find them, and often sometimes they would get stuck. Just do odd things and get stuck, and then you have to tear apart half your park to get them out so they could be happy again. Now I'm actually going to signpost the Toyland one because let's get that signposted. Some people might want to go to Toyland, so let's put that up that way. And let's put Toyland, signpost for Toyland there as well. So if you have signposts, they will follow. You also have one-way arrows, which you can use to block the flow. Usually one-way arrows are if I have extended exits and entrances, then you use one-way arrows to prevent. But people will sometimes even ignore one-way arrows, so... So we've got the super loot. I think we're probably getting near all the features because the features was always the first to complete. Supposedly this version is 27 rides, I think it said. See what the back of the box says. Oh no, 30 attractions. "30 different rides to operate, 10 stores to manage, complete with 19 other parks. Hire and fire staff." So there's 30, so I really... You're actually going to be quite tightly pressed to get all 30 attractions in one park in this version. This version does actually fix up a few bugs, like you can build in like the first square. Usually in the original version you couldn't build in like this square or this one. So you couldn't build along this whole front line and you generally had bigger parks. So they've actually fixed up a lot of bugs in this version, which is quite nice. Actually might just put a midway intersection between them. I should really upgrade all the toilets to super loot. I know some of you are moving around fast now. You're getting some graphics loading in and out now, so you do get some slight shifting as the bigger your park gets. It obviously doesn't like me moving rapidly, so this game still probably, I bet you a fully built park still taxes it. Okay, I'm going to push up research a bit more because that's going to be expensive, but I think I need to. So that she wants to go to the exit, and she was going the exact opposite away from the exit a second ago. Just the jungle theme from the treehouse. I can tell the various musics. Each of the different rides, if you're over them, has a different theme. So that's the haunted, the ghost train, although it's called the haunted house. That's the ferry go round. That's the Bouncy Castle. Magnificent Men and their flying machines, and that is. That one we've heard to death is the... I don't think the rubber tubing appears to have a theme. The reason you kind of want to cut the loans is you don't have to pay interest, so although it can slow your progress building... Hey, that's what we wanted. So what have we got? We've got the super spin. So in the Saturn's version and PlayStation 1 you can actually get a little interactive movie. So we've got the maze, we've got the super spin, we've got the observatory. I'll build the super spin first as that's not going to bankrupt me. So most of these rides you can tell are actually based on genuine... Come on, come up. Up, up. Raise it. You're supposed to put the exit here, one. Never mind, we'll do plan B. And then I'll get some side posts to it. Let's put a signpost. I'm actually going to put another signpost to the rubbish. Another signpost to the rubber tubing. And yeah, so obviously overwrite signposts as well. I mean, literally you can really start filling up your park with sort of one-way signs, signposts. Let's put the exit sign, because people will struggle to find the exit, strangely. Oh, this is what the handymen are really bad. The rides, like, I mean, usually they're much more on the ball in the. And this one, the guy's literally like the ride's smoking next to him. He's like, oh, it'll be fine. We'll just wait a bit. I just see like some guy like going, hey, dude, the ride's on fire. I'm like, oh, it's fine there. It'll be fine. It's like, nah, it's just a minor problem. Wait till it's smoking and burning a lot. And then we'll jump in. They do seem to fix the rides, but they seem to take forever. They do seem to have more stamina in this. In the original version said if they started to smoke, you got to them pretty swiftly, else you would have a big explosion. Okay, my park is worth quite a bit more. Let's do 380. Toyland up by about 25. Okay, so 25 you want Toyland to go up by? Yes, so I keep forgetting to mention in the early versions, basically they would... The little punters would, the little chappies would have a different balloon pending which store they went to, so they'd even get a teddy bear or... have multiple balloons if they visited, so you could tell when they visited every store. So up by 25, so he thinks we should sell at 55. It's fine by me, we could do a bit more cash. Yeah, you might well be right there, Nico. The AI definitely seems slow. I'm guessing it goes through various sweepings. Oh, there's the spin top. Oh, that's also got Magnificent Men's Flying Machine by the looks of it. They've used that theme song twice. Goods negotiations. Okay, these guys are gonna... Come on, guys, we're gonna... Come. Usually I should have waited to that biscuit. Usually got a few moments after the last biscuits get eaten. I'll take research down for a bit because we've got a couple of rides. So, did I get any more rides? Have we got more features? Oh, we've got the haunted, the spooky tree. Let's see if we can get one by the ghost thing to give a bit of ambience. Or is that going to Should clear the way. Yeah, it's not liking... Got a few down here. It's not liking them in the vicinity, I think. I think it's basically saying your game is getting quite packed full of stuff, so we don't want you to crash your console just yet. Yeah, I mean, definitely get slightly less people in the park in this one. And as mentioned, they're carrying less objects as well. They only ever have one balloon, no matter which shops they've been to. Yeah, that is... I was hoping that would be a different track. No, I haven't got... Yes, you make a good point there. It may well be to do with overloading within close range, because that is one of the issues you do have with the original version. It's quite easy to overload. I don't know what it is. They do like to hide around this corner. You get to that one, bud? I'm probably going to have to hire a new mechanic. Oh, so he's actually gone to the maze. Definitely they've added a few more bits in, so I can nearly afford that other ride. I'm going to just on the price. I think I might just raise my prices a touch more, see if the advisor pops up. As long as no one walks away after entering. It looks like we're all good. Yep. People complaining they want food. I've got a wealth of signposts everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Please do utilise the knowledge. Yeah, the handymen have... So, as you can see here, we actually have 3 of them following the same pattern. So I'm actually going to move him out of sequence. So let's get them dispersed so they're not following one another. They do seem to follow the same pattern, which is a problem. Their AI definitely has an issue. Appreciate the likes, everyone. Thanks to all the viewers joining in as well. Hope you're enjoying this look at Theme Park on the Mega Drive. So to recap, in case you're joining later, this was developed by Bullfrog Entertainment. This is actually an updated version of the original PC Amiga title. This one was custom built for the 16-bit console, so it takes out some elements, reduces it down, so there's not as many complex elements. But it does add in a few more additional rides, and basically they built it specifically for the 16-bit consoles. So it's a bit easier to play for, I suppose, what they thought was them console users. Although having been an Amiga owner at the time, I always remember we'd never picked this version up originally, but it is actually, when you see it now, considering the limits of the Mega Drive, it does come across very, very well with everything going on. And again, I need handymen and I need mechanics to do their jobs. Come on, lads, get out of here. That's the premiere ride. We don't want that blowing up. So yeah, I'm earning quite a bit more money now, as you can see. Did I get any new shops? We've got... They appear in alphabetical order, Mr... No, I don't have any new shops. It said there's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Just on the back of the box. 10 shops to manage. Well, that's more than 10. Unless it's direct shops and attractions being treated as different sort of events and minigames. So... I haven't built an observatory yet, so I've now got enough cash to build one. Okay, turn that. Oh, again. I'm just gonna see how many people can get and ride the observatory. Oh yeah. What's the information? What's the capacity? 30. So I should have a massive line for this one. I'm actually making money on these games. The Dutch. So it's getting 14 people. I'll put up the prize a little, see if that entices more people. They're a bit more harder to get people to play those mini games. Yeah. And there's my security guard is routed to the spot. Oh, the handyman's doing some grass cutting. Oh yeah, I haven't actually realised that the grass actually grows. That might explain why. That's actually I think a new feature. I don't recall them mowing the grass in the previous version. No, no, no. Okay, more classical music there, or at least rendition, 8 16-bit renditions of it. Oh, he thinks the fries are too expensive. Take them down a touch. Customers so far. So we get, because if I can just get almost everyone, so that no one says, "Oh, they're too expensive," then. So 28. I'm pretty much earning quite a nice little sum now. So the park is becoming self-sufficient, which is good. It's also steadily becoming a bit more choppy, the game. If I start doing this, yeah, it's definitely becoming more and more choppy. I think there's slightly less people quite a lot less people in the park as well. More people coming in. The bus goes away. So it's nice to see. Not had any hoodlums yet. Normally, they usually come in on the motorbike, but I assume they're in this version. I'm not entirely sure they're actually in. Okay, handyman again, or mechanic again, taking a sandwich break. Okay, you go fix that one. Hopefully that's fixing the right one. Yeah, the graphics are definitely glitching a bit more now. The game is obviously beginning to. That's what I love about every version of Theme Park. Just crashes eventually. If you build up a big enough park, ka-chunk, there isn't a version of Theme Park. I assume it's a memory leak issue, so you're probably actually better on emulators. But basically, the game gets too big for the memory of just about every console. I think only PC would probably be about the only version that doesn't crash. Yes. Okay, Night Nico, thanks for joining the stream. Great chatting. I've had quite a few people watching the stream, but not too many people chatting, so thanks for everyone watching. Please do hit that like button if you're enjoying this video as well. Very much appreciated. It does help with our rankings later on. And no, I didn't get our little mechanic dude. There we go. I've got to press. Which ride was smoking again? Was it the Bouncy Castle? Okay, so I'm back at overall charts. I'm third, so I'm now the 7th richest. I'm still only 20 for satisfying, despite having the best tubing. Exciting 5, biggest 4 now, pleasant 1, amenities 3. I need more toilets. Raise your ticket prices a little, okay. Okay, there we got some nicer amenities. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we've got some toilets pretty much everywhere now in the park, so... don't think I've got any new rides at the minute. So it's time to get the research up and running again. As soon as we get some new rides, I'll stop the research again. That's kind of what I used to do originally. You'd get the research, you'd max... literally, the research was always best to max it out, so you got stuff quicker. Because a big ride like this version of the rubber tubing, if you have a big rubber tubing, you used to get people flock to it in the sort of original console and Saturn's versions. But I think there's definitely less little people running around, which is probably a good thing, seeing as I'm actually impressed how big and how many people we've actually got in the park, though. The bus has got bigger. I really am quite... it's just quite... it is a very impressive version. Staff negotiations, come on, come on, come. 4.6, that seems fair. I'm going to be cheeky and put the price up a little. When's the next bus coming? Okay, let's see if anyone walks away. If it's a good price, no one will walk out. Okay, so we have 4 people jump in, so that's good. You get in the you often just used to watch and wait for the buses if you were sort of having a struggling month. Just wait all the money come in as the people arrive, and just like, phew, now I can just do things. Oh, we got the fountain. We've got the fountain in. Have we got any? We've got a new game. What is that? That is the Coconut Shy. $23,000 for the Coconut Shy. That is very expensive. Oh, the sub ride. That is a new one. 41,000. I've also got the big wheel. Okay, so what I'm going to do is turn off this already. So I'm going to leave the number of... the minute, I don't think I need too many more employees. The entertainers, I think, are more... they had their uses for long crowds. But, again, he's hiding. They do... the mechanics do like to hide here. So in you go, bub. Let's get that fixed. Let's get the ghost house fixed. Yeah, it should be the ghost train. I never knew why it was called the ghost house, that one. There's the haunted house as well, but this is the ghost house, even though it should be the ghost train, because that's what it is. It's a ghost train. $35k. Need a bit more cash before I'm buying any more new rides. Yeah, one change for this is the advisor isn't always on the screen. He does pop up, although his slot is always there. It doesn't like Be nice if there's a slightly bigger resolution. And strangely, they do use it for the menus, but I wonder if they kept the resolution a little bit low in this mode, just so you were reserving space for the actual main game. So yeah, it's getting a bit. Oh, god, the spinny tops needs repair. Let's have a mic up. Mechanics, come on there, buddy. I'm finding having to coax them everywhere. Normally mechanics are quite... The AI is definitely a lot slower in this version. But it's actually the 16-bit version. I mean, this is still actually a really nice version of the game. It is, I think, available on PSN, the PS1 version, I think, when we checked. This is one of those games EA do need to re-release, because they're probably not going to do a pack of all the different versions and maybe a new sort of director's cut, because the DS version has some exclusive features as well, and this is one of those games that really, this is still fantastic, and it'd be great if they could take the extras from this and the DS version and combine them into a new all-in-one version. I think a lot of people would like that. And dare I say it, you could even do some sort of online mode where you could visit other people's parks. As you did have the PlayStation version is a very higgledy-piggledy 3D view mode, but you could update that with the modern things, so you could do something quite nice. See, actually, I told him to repair this. There he goes. Check nothing. Ooh, trying to find my third mechanic. He's got to be somewhere. Yes, it's very much, as Nico said, a where's Waldo, or I said, where's my mechanics? Where are my mechanics hiding? Okay, 49,000. That looks good. Can I build? How much was the sub thing, or was that more expensive? 41. Okay, no, I'll wait a teeny bit just in case. Appreciate all the likes so far, everyone. Thanks for liking this stream. Yeah, unlike this version, unlike the other versions, you can't save mid building a park. You basically have to build up your park and sell it, and you get a passcode once you've sold it. Okay, there we go. We've got enough now. Let's get building the rides. Oh, I think this is the new one, sub ride. Yeah, this is a new one for the 16-bit. I've not seen this ride in action. This is actually a new one for the 16-bit console. So, what's it look like? What's its stats? So capacity 8, good. Oh, that's quite nice. That's quite a nice one. Let's see what it looks like in action. Come on, someone come to the sub. I want to see the sub ride. I want to see the sub action. And build up through the centre path there. Okay, I need to shut that down. The treehouse that's been smoking for too long. So where is the mechanics? Normally one hiding down the front here. I've got the spinning top guy. I should have 3, but I can't seem to find the other 2 at the minute. If you see them, shout out. Oh, there's another chappie. Okay, where are the handymen as well? Again, they're following one another. How do they do this? Oh, there he goes. He's actually going a different route. They seem to... Come on, we've got loads of stuff in the centre. this part of the park looks like someone has literally turned it into a waste disposal area. There you go, bub. You clean up that side. I need a signpost for my new attraction, don't I? Put one there, there. So I'm now the 9th richest, the 20th, still satisfying. Why is the satisfying sighting 4th biggest, still 3rd, pleasant, amenities now 3rd. Respect to your ticket prices. I think you should your prices as people will pay quite a lot more. Okay, there. That sounds like I should put them up to $4.50. Source suggests that people will be willing to pay more to enter your park. I recommend ticket prices a little. Is that correct? Just up to the price. Got all these nice attractions. So again, if you're enjoying the stream, thanks everyone for joining the stream. Please do consider hitting that like button. Of course, if you're new to randomised gaming, please do consider subscribing to us as well. If you like our content, I do stream I'm currently streaming 3 days a week, so I'm doing Monday, Tuesday and Thursday at present. It's quite a nice one, the sub one. I've never seen that ride before because that's actually a new one for this rendition of the game. That's actually the first time I've seen it because I've never played this one that much. Oh, actually, no. How much? No, I don't want to build that. That will bankrupt me if I do that. I do quite like the sub one. I mean, this is a superb version of the game, so I will give full credit to Bullfrog. They did a very good version of the game. They've really taken the limits of the SNES and Mega Drive and able to create something that suits them perfectly. And it still feels like theme park, and I like the fact you've got exclusive rides as well. The only downside is I'll have to sell the park at the end if I want a password. Because you can't save mid-game in this one, which is probably... They could have done battery backup, or I suppose some type of grid password. I suppose it's probably quite complex. You would need the very large password if you want to save what your park stats were. Okay, where's one of my mechanics? Come on, chaps. You've got a ride to repair. I don't like the way that submerges and then goes. Dun, 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 dun. Building a park right is actually key to really getting the punters in and getting them happy very quickly, because ideally what you want to do is basically funnel people into the centre and then have them go to the different areas from there. The reason being is you want your best rides to be near the start of the park, so people go to them quickly and get happy and start spending. But in order to do that, you really have to wait till you've researched some of the bigger rides like the roller coaster and stuff, so that way your roller coasters, your tubings and your car rides will be your most popular rides by the end if you build them right. But as you don't get them till you spent quite a lot researching them, it means you won't have them. I mean, I'm close to 2 hours 30, and as you can see here, we've got quite a big park already. I still haven't got even close to all the rides. You probably spend 6-7 hours, so I will admit nope, I don't want to do that. That's probably the one disadvantage this version has. It's the fact that literally you cannot save your park at the end of it. So, ooh, that's expensive.
No, that's still too expensive.
Could actually wipe out my other part. Actually, I'm going to wipe out my other loan before I build anything more, because that way it means I won't be paying interest on it. Now, I will admit, the bigger this park gets, I even know that's the Mega Drive is starting to struggle there a little bit. You start moving around, it's getting a bit jittery now. It's not so smooth as it was earlier. This is the essential thing with theme park. In just about every version, the park gets too big and starts crashing. It's very difficult to actually get a stable park with all the rides in. So I'm actually going to wipe out my line. That does mean I'm going to lose all my cash, but it means I won't have any more interest. And based on the rate I'm making money now, that should mean I should be able to get the money back fairly quickly. Probably by the start of the year I'll have. Let's see what year I'm up to. Are we going to get even closely reach 2021? We started in 96, is it? I seem to think there was the ability to speed things up in the original theme park and slow things down. I don't think you can do that in this one. Although I can't quite remember. There's a few games. Some of them had the ability to speed time. Because speeding things up was a quick way to earn cash or to get to the end of the year. So that's something I don't think you can do in this one. No, ticket price is research a month. And park value. And I have available cash. I have 18,000 cash. Quite like that. It's quite nice, the sub ride, because I haven't seen it before. And the sub rises from the deep. Yeah, there's not a huge amount I can build. I'm gonna have to. If you want to get all the rides into this one, you're definitely gonna have to pack them in tightly. I probably put too much space in between some of the stuff, so not that I will get to see them all in this playthrough. Yeah, I probably should have built toilets right at the start and then just built the rides from the very get-go.
Because I have too much space here, so
The reason I built this space is because there's loads of bugs in the Saturn and the original PC and the Amiga version where you couldn't build in like these squares, but you can in this one. So 2008, we're still 13 years away. So I'm now the 11th richest, still 20th satisfied, and the pleasantest still, 3rd exciting, 4th biggest now. So I'm actually increasing my size. Pay to enter park. I recommend a little. Okay, brilliant. Obviously, people are happy that we. Give me the shrewd businessman. No, does that mean I can raise them a touch more? Let's try that. See if I can get the big wheel. Now, is anyone going to run away, or are they all happy buying tickets? I'm just going to take that down a little bit. So there was only 3 people on that bus. Go mechanic! Save the day, repair the ride. Okay, handyman. Where is the handyman? Let's get this place cleaned up. It's a little bit annoying to select these guys when you're... Yeah, so I actually just clean that up and then move him to the front again. Okay, so that's under repair. I think everything else is good. Nothing else looks like it's smoking at the minute. People are thirsty. We've got drinks shops all over the place. Look for them. Okay, 29k, steadily moving towards the ability to purchase our next ride with our own cash, with no interest or loan. Ooh, staff negotiations. Come on, guys, you can go for a pay cut. Come on. Not too bad. 9.5. Getting him to take a pay cut is very, very difficult. You have to like reach out. That's very quick at the minute. I should say I'm running this at 60 hertz. However, I'm slightly running this faster than the intended speed. But there are no ill adverse effects, I will admit. A lot of these games would have been built specifically for NTSC. Based on speaking with a few developers, most sort of 16-bit games were largely developed for the US console market, and this looks smooth at 60. So, okay, go mechanic, go, go, go. Yep. Let's get to that before anything goes wrong. You actually, in the original version, they actually have permanent lifespans as well, so after a while you'll get told your ride is too old and needs replacing, so you actually physically have to sell the old one and build a new one. And that becomes quite a regular occurrence with the rides as they go on. Nothing worse than being told your rubber tubing is too old and needs replacing. So have I made any money out of that? I want to check. The games is always worth checking because you can lose money if you... So we've 130, so we've had one winner on 6%. Okay, that's... So 10... Yeah, we're not making huge amounts, so we're making a little. That was a slightly alarming sound effect, sound like something blowing up. Yeah, see, this is the problem with having... See, the maze is not a great ride, and that's actually got quite a queue for it. I've also got... see, everyone is queuing for the maze at the minute. Why is everyone queuing for the maze? I think this is quite a high capacity. I think it does. I should check. Yeah, so it's got 16 people it can have. I do have an entertainer somewhere. I can't remember where he is. He's somewhere. And... no, I need to tell the mechanic to fix the rubber tubing, as that's my primed ride. Oh. Okay, we can nearly afford the next ride. Oh, there's the entertainer. I should check. There are different entertainers in the other versions. You get different characters and different costumes. It looks like there's only the one entertainer in this one. It's like the generic clown. He's already in call. Okay, I'll shut this down then. While I wait for someone to be available. Thank you to everyone watching. Please do consider hitting that like button if you enjoy the stream. And do consider subscribing if you like content. Feel free to drop by a quick chat message if you're interested in chatting about the game. If you've got any questions, do let me know. I am a veteran of all the various versions of theme parks, so... I know not everyone likes to chat, but please do hope you'll enjoy the stream. So 64, yes, let's build. Build. Build the merry-go wheel at long last. I think your ticket prices are too generous, with respect. It's a little bit buggy there, placing the... So what is the big wheel's capacity? Okay, so probably a short one's actually not too bad. It's only got 4 cap. Okay, so I will actually invest in some research again. I'm not going to build a coconut shy just yet. Okay, we've got quite a few. I am thinking I might need to get a new handyman, or a new mechanic in. Number in park. The Bouncy Castle is definitely one of the worst rides for durability. It is in all versions of the game. It's one of the cheap ones, but it breaks so easily. The treehouse is an interesting one because that was not in the Amiga A500 version. That was actually one I first saw on the Saturn's version. Now, sadly, this doesn't have the interactive movies of the Sega Saturn version, where almost all the rides have a little video where you can pretend that you're riding, which is quite nice. You have everything back, but it's understandable why it doesn't have those, as this is a cartridge, although they in theory could have done a version. So I'm looking for... Ooh, he looks like he just got thrown off the spinning top. Eek, 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 eek. The sub's damaged. People probably telling me I can raise the price a bit more. Actually, shut down the Bouncy Castle until someone comes along to repair it. Yeah, you definitely see the graphics. I'm kind of seeing how long we can go before the part either I have to finish, which probably about... I'll probably just about hit the 3-hour mark before I finish. See how big a part we can build. There we go. So I'm now the 4th biggest, most satisfying. Oh, so I've suddenly gone to most satisfying from being like the bottom most satisfying. Now I'm the top most satisfying. 9th richest, 8th most exciting, 4th biggest, pleasant, and amenities. Again, as I mentioned, there seems to be awards that you get for having the biggest rubbish. So your ticket prices, I think you should raise your ticket prices as people will pay quite a lot more. Okay, that's all I need. And people just coming into the park as well, so... let's do 5:30. To pay more to enter. Oops. I use your list to press a little. Is he going to pop back up and say I'm a shrewd businessman? And there's the Ferris Wheel in action. That's quite a nice one. Once you restart building your parks, we've got a nice little aqueduct area. I suppose I could get rid of that and place a ride there, but it's quite nice to have a bit of amenities. Bouncy Castle is on. Where's the mechanic? Is that smoking again? Yeah. Can't work if that's smoking again or whether that hasn't been fixed. I turned it off, didn't I? Yep, that needs fixing. Okay, mechanic, where are you? There should be one up here, because, yeah. Your rides do need constant maintenance. As I said, you don't want your rides exploding, because if they blow up, you will get a patch of unbuildable land where the ride was, and you will then have an absolute dent in any safety record you have, which does reduce your people, and you also stand more of a chance of your rides are poorly maintained, breaking down all the time. You will get Tooglums come along and start scaring people out of your park. You could tell because you just get like a little guy on his bike who would start going around punching people and all sorts, and basically the security guards would take him away. If you had no security guards, then come on chaps, come out. We're about halfway, so... Oh, that's right, I've been researching for a bit as well, so I'm actually quite... I'm not sure if some of these durability, these rides are still failing in this one. Have I got some new rides? Let's see. Oh really? That's disappointing. I've been researching for a bit. I don't want to spend loads each month. 2009 we're up to. So I've got anything new. We've got the coconut show. Oh, we've got the racetrack as well. So we have got some new stuff. The Porky's Cola, Mr. Wally Balloon Land. And do we have any new amenities? We had the fountain, although that's a really expensive centerpiece you want like in the center of your park. A couple new trees. It's looking like there's only 4 staff in this version, so it's a bit like the original Amiga's version. There are multiple entertainers, but there was only ever one handyman and one security guard. Shame there wasn't different types of handyman, security guard, and mechanic. Admittedly, it's fair to say games like Planet Coaster now are sort of the modern version of this and sort of build on what Roller Coaster Tycoon would do after this, and then they've got their own take as well. Although I do still have a real passion for this one. I think this to me is still the original, and I just think this one, I quite like the simplicity of it. But Planet Coaster really does upgrade it very well, I will admit. It's a very impressive game. Nope, I didn't mean to destroy those flowers. I've got handyman and nothing breaking down at the minute, so we'll just check the tubing, my top ride. I don't want that suddenly getting blown up. I'm just going to let the research do its work at the minute. No, I don't want a second ghost house. Nothing that side. So the guy up the top left there is asking for toilets. He's got the toilets right there next to him. Yes, he's found them. There's obviously only a set number of people allowed in the park in this version, so they definitely keep the punters, or the little people. Punters is a British word for people who go via the turnstiles, so I shouldn't really use it as much because probably a lot of people are going, what's he mean by that? But basically it means like your people who would refer to what people go to football grounds and attractions. But yes, in my younger days you would literally while away a whole day playing this game building. And this version, because you can't save, literally you're going to be spending most of the day researching it. The Busby, oh, we've got a new ride. That's not too bad actually, that's quite that's cheapish. I can actually afford the Busby. I will afford the Busby, even though it's going to make me not as rich. I'm actually going to leave a space there, so... yeah, it needs to be one back. If you one back, you need a space either side. I figured out with these ones from where... yeah, see, it should give you one... it should move. There's a bug here where the exit should move to the top, sort of the square above there, but it won't let me, so it's irritating. So just confirm how many people can get on this ride. No, there's only 2, so yeah, only needs one short. I'm not sure if that's another exclusive 16-bit ride. The submarines definitely. We've not had the clown show yet, so Oh, the spinny. I haven't been paying attention to the spinny. Ooh. Hiding, seek. Oh, there goes one handyman. Is he going to the spinning top? Yes, he is. Mechanic, mechanic, mechanic. It's a mechanic. Right, it's probably time I got a fourth mechanic. Seeing as I'm getting more and more rides, so we're going to start. I know I've got 3 at present, but oh, he's on his way to the castle. But now we've got more of them. Got renditions of quite a few sort of classical or old musical themes. And yeah, things are definitely, you can see, as I said, about the graphics glitching or the game just crashing horribly in most versions when your part got too big. And this one, it's starting to steadily chunder along. The frame rate is definitely getting slightly worse. Okay, I'm still researching. Is it giving me any more rides? Oh yes, the Speedway. And I've got the spooky house. Okay, I thought that was actually called the haunted houses. So, interestingly, there is actually 2 versions of this on the Sega Saturn. There's the original PC one, then there's an updated version that was only released in Japan with lots of new content. It has new scenarios and quite a few interesting bits. It's called Shin Theme Park. It is in Japanese, unfortunately, so the language may present an issue, but you can apparently do things like organise parades and quite a few things that you couldn't do in this version, which is quite nice. So I've gone from top satisfying to least satisfying in... Doesn't make sense. 4th richest, 4th most exciting, 4th biggest, still the pleasantest, and 4th amenities. 335,000 I can sell my park for. Land tax, yeah. Raise your ticket price a little. Brilliant. That's fine by me. So I'm going to leave a little as 80. So what? So we get any additional more shops? The gift shop. We've got the racetrack. We've got the arcade. Yes, we have the one that had Pac-Man, as we saw earlier. Definitely has a little cameo from Pac-Man there. Namco. I wonder if Namco realised that. This is to the back of the box. There's 10 shops. Well, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Unless they're not counting the attractions like the Hook Duck. So if I just do that, then it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, no, I counted the balloon. 1. Yeah, Balloon Land would be 2. Porky would be... Let's count this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Toyland, 10 for the gift shop, which I just unlocked. And you have the additional attractions on top of that. Right, so I'm going to build a raceway next. Yeah, the spooky house is very, very expensive, as you see there, and it's clearly modelled on the old haunted house from Walt Disney World as well. I'm waiting for that bus to get in the original one. It gets absolutely massive, but it looks like it doesn't get as big in this version. Unfortunately, that's going to cost me quite a bit. Do I take out a loan to build them, seeing as... Well, no, that would actually wipe out the whole loan, so there's not really much point. It's going to be a slow year this year, I'm afraid, everyone. This is why you'd want to be able to speed it up a little bit. Oh, the ghost train. As he's hiding in his favourite spot again. He's got the call and off he goes. And... so sub's good. The Bumblebee. So I'm going to be a bit smart with the... I'm going to build a short but quite nice track for the Speedway. Probably won't get many people go on it because it's too far up the park, unfortunately. This is why I said you wanted to centre it at the start, because basically the AI, if you build the stuff at the start, the AI will actually have trouble getting to the later areas. More negotiations. Let's see what I can do. Gotta come. I find if you come close to them, they will try to reach out to you. Ooh. Are they all about? Yep, they're all going on strike. Ooh, this is going to cost me. This is going to cost me. The one time the security guard moves is to go on strike. Oh, bless. Oh, well, at least the other guy's finishing the ride before he goes on strike. Oh dear. Okay, staff negotiation. So this, the downside of them all going on strike is prices then get higher. So I need to basically accept whatever the hell they do. Otherwise, they will just keep continuing to increment. So they got themselves quite a hefty pay rise there. Because I didn't agree the first. Always agree the deal, because if they go on strike, it's just going to get worse the second time. How much is it to build a Speedway? 36, so I'm going to need a bit more cash before I build a Speedway. Oh, everyone's gone on strike, so the handyman, I need to start moving, because literally... There you go, bub, get back to you. Get cleaning. Dispute resolved. Strike resolved. Ooh. So I say you don't want your guys striking because you won't be able to fix rides, you won't be able to be able to clean up the park, and you can't get rid of hoodlums. Okay, they do tend to mirror one another, so it's a good idea really to move them around the park, I'm finding, to areas where there are problems and let them tidy up. Happy with this. Built up quite a nice theme park. Didn't get a few more rides. Yeah, it's getting all 30 rides in one game. It's actually going to take quite a while in this one. So you have to press B, and then I think you have to do this to... Yeah, building the tubing is a bit tricky. So I'm literally going to build a... Actually, no, I'll... We can't build over that one. Okay, can. No, it won't let you build over that one. Okay. Okay, so yes, I can't start. Although you can build the track, you won't be able to get the ride up and running until you have enough cash. $70k, so I need to wait to about 80. Probably won't build. Yeah, like I said, I won't be able to build till next year. And the eternal repair, the battle with the repair falling apart rides continues. Did I turn off research? Yeah. We are now at 2011. Here's where I mentioned we're waiting for the bus to arrive, for all the punters to come in and provide us with their lovely money. Right, if I put this in now, I should be able to start the beginning to... I need to get the prices up. Yep, so cool. That's what we wanted to know about. People pay quite a lot more. Really? About 670, see what happens. Are you coming to tell me? No, you seem to say. Oh, I see they've got a new look in the speed track in this one. Or the speed race. They used to have like slightly bigger bumper cars, so they're in sort of driving suit. Good negotiations. I need a price cut, guys. Come on, come on. I just put the price of my Porky Cola down by about 5. Really? Quite a hefty increase actually, the ticket prices. Okay everyone, that I think is where we're going to pretty much have to wrap this up. I think I've built... pretty much I can do in the time frames. I'm going to... It's getting quite late here in the United Kingdom. It is just past midnight, so... I've actually got quite a lot of rides in need of repair at the minute, so... However, just before I do, seeing as I've researched it, I am going to take out... a current loan just so I can build and show you what the ghost house or the haunted house looks like. Seems we got it. Yep, spooky house. Let's build it. Build it and they will come. I'm sure a few of you would quite like to see what that looks like. Again, the handymen are following one another. What are you doing, chaps? I should actually raise the ticket price to 700 with the new rise as well. The trilogy of smoking rides on fire at the minute. So yeah, we have more signposts, and again, as you see there, the frame rate is steadily getting a bit more worse for wear. Well, that's pretty much all the rides I'm going to show off tonight's stream. That's actually taken quite a while. It's definitely not a game you can play through quickly. You've really got to spend a few hours to really get the max out of this. And there's got the haunted house, the ghost train music again. Got multiple rides that need repair up here. We've only got one of them. And he's sitting on his laurels again. Mechanics eternally having to order them around to fix things. Nothing has changed. It's like, yeah, you go there, you go there, you go there, you go there. And he's sitting next to a broken ride as well. It's like, this ride needs fixing. Fix it. No rest for the wicked, friend. Okay, I think that's actually quite... I think we've actually got built up... Yeah, not too much of the park not built in. We've got that area reserved for the last few rides, but I won't be getting them tonight. But I hope you all enjoyed this stream. I've been your host for this randomised gaming stream, Random Game River. This has been the Mega Drive version of Theme Park. Oh, I'll wait till I'll grab the password at the end, just so if anyone wants to carry on, see if they can. I don't know if the password allows you to keep what you've researched, or whether it resets, but let's find out. I'll just literally, for you guys watching, I will literally get to the end of the year and sell the park. Because the end of the year is a good time to finish. Another rider on the car ride. Yeah, usually your car ride should be, like I said, they should be ideally near the front of the park, so you get lots of people riding them. But sadly, as I haven't particularly built this park that well, they're not, so... There's another smoking ride there. I won't be fixing the maze. Let's just let the year play out, and I will end it. I think we've got to 2012. There we go. Overall charts 2012. So what we do in the end. Satisfying 20th, richest 8, exciting 4th, biggest 4th, pleasant person. Click to sell park for 600,000. Yes, that's sell park. Put your theme park up for auction. Yes. Oh, we actually put it up for auction. We get a nice little bidding scene. Okay, this is quite good. Park sold to Malt. And there we go. There's the passcode. TAACAAABR9. I think that's a nice end. Oh, well, I can at least start with my nice 150 or 1 million and something. So I managed to turn it into £1 million profit, although 100,000 of that will have to be paid back to the bank. Okay, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for watching. I have been your randomised gaming host, Random Gamer Riven. This has been Theme Park on the Sega Mega Drive. It's just the Sega Mega Drive version, which is basically the same as the Super Nintendo version, but it's just like I said, it's got additional rides to the other console versions, but it does have a lot of the more complex features like stock ordering, the actual I think there's the share market that you have in the original version that's also missing, and a few other bits. So it's a slightly simplified version, but it does have some additional content as well, so it's kind of an interesting version to play. That's a good version, although I will admit it's annoying the fact you have to basically do it all in one sitting. But that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this stream. As always, please do hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Please do hit that subscribe button if you like our content here at Randomised Gaming, and I'll be streaming again come 21:30 GMT each week, and I'll be doing, as I said, Monday, Tuesday and Thursday. That's it from me, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.